What is going on, everyone? We are back with another episode of the Tokyo Ghoul Dark War. We're going to go over my thoughts on what's currently been happening with the game. So, sorry I haven't been recording recently. I've been sick and I've had a pretty bad cough, so I didn't think that would sound good in the video. But over the weekend there was a Lucky Spin event, which was pretty shit, to be honest. You could get a wounded Kaneki from it, and a lot of people were pissed off about it because you could potentially spend 20,000 diamonds and get nothing. You could potentially spend a couple thousand diamonds and get a Kaneki plus other stuff. Now, my thoughts on that is I don't really have much thoughts. It's whatever. It's RNG. If you spent your diamonds, you knew it was going to be RNG, so that's on you. I don't really think there's anything wrong with the event. It was shit, yeah. I spent 3,000, 100% regret it. But that's it. I mean, if I wasn't going to go all in, and I don't think anyone should, or if they did, they shouldn't complain because they knew it was RNG. It's a fucking slot machine. But that's my thoughts on that. But now this new festival event, this event has straight up pissed off a whole fuck ton of the community. And my thoughts on it are, well, first off, I'll explain the event. There's in the top you can get 80 shards for Kaneki if you reach the goal of 60. Each one of these, there's 42 from what I counted. Each one of these is worth 1. Some of them are straight up fucking retarded, like spend 20,000 diamonds and even 10,000 diamonds. That's a lot. I probably won't do those two. Possibly 5,000 because I spend, I don't know, about $8.95 a day. That's about what I spend a day. A little bit extra, actually. An extra 200 I spent today because I bought stamina 2 extra times because that's also part of this event. This I did top up today. This is worth 7 points, and then the login is worth 7 points, 1 each day. Now down here, everything there's 11. I think there's 11. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 9. Okay, so there's 9 of these. You get these little presents from doing story missions. If they drop, you get 10 of them. You can exchange for what you want. Now, I'm going to go under the assumption that if you look at these, you could scroll down and see the ones that I completed say claimed next to them. Down here, the same, claimed. Down here, unfinished and claimed. Okay, over here, I exchanged for 2 of these already. Now, it doesn't say claimed, and it still says redeemed like everything else. I haven't gotten 20 presents yet to try again to see if I can do the same thing. But I am going to assume that you can exchange indefinitely on these, or at the very least that it will reset. This part right here will reset daily, because if that isn't the case, then this whole thing up here, get a free SSR Kakuja Kaneki, is false. It's not possible to do for free. You would have to top up every day. I'm not going to top up every day, maybe 2 or 3 times, but I will not do it every day. So I'm going to assume that everything I say after this is going to be under the assumption that you can exchange these indefinitely in 1 day, or that they reset tomorrow. So 9 per day. Because if that is not the case, then disregard everything I say, and I 100% agree with everything about the community that they're saying that this is a bullshit event, because it's not free whatsoever if these do not reset. So I'm just going to assume that Gamesamba is not that fucking stupid that they would get a free SSR Kakuja Kaneki when it's not literally possible to get. So just remember, everything I say after this is under the assumption that these do reset. Now I know a lot of the community is super pissed because some of these are stupid, like the diamond one. But I mean, only 5,000 diamonds in a week. That's reasonable for me, at least. I would probably spend that easily. I mean, it's kind of hard to see this from a free-to-play player perspective because I'm not free-to-play, but I also get 640 diamonds a day for arena, so I don't know how much free-to-play players would spend. If you're not high in arena, I don't know how much you would spend. I refresh my stamina twice per day for the daily. I buy gold for the daily 3 times, so that's 150 diamonds right there. I refresh the mysterious shop 10 times, that's 150 diamonds, so that's 300. And then recently I haven't been resetting CaLLMeDeEce, but prior to the new SSRs I was resetting it twice per day, which is another 450. And I was also buying the 10 SR chest from the time limited draw, which is another 240. And once I hit like level 70, I started refreshing the gold and the XP event once a day, which is another 150. But since the new characters came out, I have not been resetting CaLLMeDeEce at all. Or if I do, it may be once, but not twice. And I have not been resetting the gold and the XP event. So 150 on the shop, 150 on the gold and stamina for the dailies. You don't need to do it 10 times in the mysterious shop, but I do for the XP potions because you can get a lot of them in there for gold now. So I guess maybe free to play would probably be like 2,000 or 3,000 would be reasonable. I would assume you got a week to do so, and so that one's not reasonable. The rest of them, I'm gonna say they are, and maybe not all of these stamina ones, because after you reset your stamina twice, it costs 50 diamonds per, and then after twice, it costs 100 per, and I never do it more than twice. I'm just doing it for the event because 28 times, or divided by 7 is 4. You need to do it 4 times per day to finish all of these. And after the 4th time, it goes up to 200, so I'm not going to wait till the last day and have to spend even more. This one right here, it says the gold stage hero. It's not just the gold event, it's any of the dailies. I did them all twice per day, and you can see I've got 6 of 8. Arena 98 times in a week. I'd say that's pretty reasonable. Ever since the compensation went out for the like server reset, Gamesamba sent me 300 arena charges. So I've had a shit ton of arena charges just stockpiled. I've been doing 30 a day, and that's it. But even when I was playing, before I got all these charges, I would still play throughout the day and finish 20 to 25 per day, which is easy enough to finish that. So, clear heart stages. I did buy a lot of stamina today, and I've got 93, plus I missed the stamina. Like, I think I missed all the stamina today that you can collect so far, and I've already got 93. So I'd say that's doable to get 350 in a week. And this one's obviously easy. Yeah, most of them are easy enough to do, in my opinion. This is just obviously logging in, and hopefully this resets. So people are complaining because they don't think it's free, which, like I said, we're just going to assume that these reset, which would make it free. You just need to grind for it, which I don't really see a problem with that. Another big complaint is these VIP cards that you can get right here. They give you 2 of them. The only way you can get them is for topping up. You get 2 a day for topping up, and then they give you 2 the first day that you log in for the login. And people are pretty pissed that they got them and they can't spend them. And in my opinion, I'm going to say I don't really mind it. I am VIP 6 or above. Like, normally this VIP draw is VIP 9 or above. So, but they brought it down to 6 for the event. And So at most, you just don't exchange these happy collections for the VIP tickets, and you lose out on 2 that they give you for free. I don't really see that as a big idea, a big deal. I mean, especially because they dropped the banner from VIP 9 to 6, which is pretty nice of them, so people can use them. I mean, it's not really a big deal anyway. You're gonna be able to do it twice if you're free to play. And what are the chances of getting a full 80 shards of him? Pretty slim. I pulled 4 times and I got 1 shard of his and 2 shards of his. So I've got 3 of his shards right now. But to actually get a full one, your chances are pretty slim. So we're just going to continue assuming that you can finish this event and you still get the 80 shards if you're free to play. The only difference is people who pay for the game are rewarded with an extra 80 shards, because after you, it's just like the diamond draw. After you draw 10 times, you're guaranteed to get, I'm assuming, 80 shards for the character, or I don't know if it's 80 or 15. I'm gonna say it's 80, because it wouldn't make sense if you. No, it's probably not 80. It's probably, I think you get 15 minimum. I think that's what you get, is minimum 15. Yeah, because then this would be way cheaper than the time limited draw. So you get an extra chance to get extra shards for him if you're a paying player. Which that's what VIP is. They're rewarding people for paying for the game. I know how any mobile game works. The people who pay for the game are the one that keep the game running. But you also need the free-to-play players to keep the community large. So it's not like you should favor one or the other. And I really don't see them doing that. I think that they are rewarding both player bases. The people who pay for the game get the extra shards, and free-to-play players will still get a free SSR Kakuja Kaneki. So that's my thoughts on the whole event so far. Don't forget, if this stuff down here doesn't reset, then Gamesamba is just straight stupid and don't know what they're doing. This is a pretty big milestone for them. 2 million download celebration event. Usually, in other games that I play like this, you get a lot of free stuff during the 1 million, 10 million, stuff like that. Once they hit the million threshold, you get some pretty good rewards for it. Never something like this. Like this is a free character, like in Bleach Brave Souls, for the every 1 million anniversary or downloads, they'll give you some gold and some crystals to upgrade your characters and stuff. It's nothing really big. It was the 30 million downloads, so the big 10 million milestone, that they did give out a lot of good free stuff. But the equivalent of a full character with how characters are in this game, I'd say this is a little bit more rare than like a character. Well, it's a lot more rare than a character in Bleach Brave Souls. I'd say this is a pretty good reward, assuming that everybody can get it. If that is the case, I'm perfectly fine with the event. Free to play, get a free character. Well, everybody gets a free character, and the people that are helping support the game and keep the game running get some extra shards. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you only get 15. And like I said, this, if you top up $140, you're only going to get 14 of these extra ones. So you'll get like an extra 15, maybe 20 Kaneki shards if you're lucky, which isn't a big deal. That's nothing. You need 100, I think, to get to 4-star. So you're not even going to get them 4-star unless you grind the shit out of story mode and continuously exchange these over and over again, assuming you can. So I really don't think it's that big of a deal. So those are my thoughts on the event. If you are playing the game, I would recommend that you at least wait until tomorrow to see if the redeem things reset before you make your final decision of if you're going to quit the game and uninstall. Otherwise, if it doesn't do that, then I would still wait for the end of the week, because if that's the case, I'm sure the huge uproar in the community, with a huge uproar in the community, Gamesamba is going to respond one way or another. And so, if I were you guys, I would stick around and wait to see how the event turns out. Who knows, we could be getting some good compensation, maybe an extra 80 shards or something for him, or Wounded Kaneki or something. Oh, another thing on the Wounded Kaneki, if you're mad that you spent all those diamonds trying to get him because he was really OP and everything, again, I kind of think that's your fault. Like, it was fairly obvious that he was going to be nerfed. His damage was retarded. He was doing, no lie, it doesn't matter what level Tatara was. Let's go look at Ghoul Expulsion right now. See, this is what my server normally clears, 12 or 14 maybe. During the 2 or 3 days that he was bugged, we were all the way up to like 32, 34, 36, like that. Because if you had Kaneki, you would be able to use your 1 skill, use your 3 skill, and every single time, does not matter at all what level Tatara was. He could be level 1, he could be level fucking, what does it go up to? Whoops. How the hell do I get back to the rewards? I'm stupid. Okay. He could be level 1. He could be level 100. And you would still do 40% of his damage every time your 3rd skill's up. It was bugged. It was a fairly obvious bug. And, I mean, all you need is common sense to realize that it was a massive bug and that his damage was not normal. You could solo Tatara in under 30 seconds every single pull. I'm always number 1 in Ghoul Expulsion. Like, look, right now I'm at 382 million. This guy right here, Accelerator, and there was 2 other people had Kaneki, and they were up in 500 or 5 billion damage and shit. They never even get close to me in Ghoul Expulsion. So, I mean, it was obvious that he was going to get nerfed, which is why I didn't go too hard. Honestly, I spent way more than I wanted to, just because it doesn't show you when you were doing the lucky spin and you hit refresh. It didn't show you your diamond count, so I clicked the button without keeping track, just over and over again. And it wasn't like I clicked away the don't ask me again, so it's just 1 click over and over. And every time I did that, 50 diamonds gone, 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 and it just added up way faster than I imagined it to. So I'm a little salty about that, but I told myself from the beginning I wasn't going to drop below 7,500 diamonds regardless, because I wanted to have enough for the time limited draw for the weekend. That never happened. Kind of mad about that. So that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I definitely think you guys should wait to see Gamesamba's response, because, like I said, huge uproar in the community. They're going to respond one way or another, or if you can get these, then maybe they won't respond, but that's good. That means you can still get it, and everybody can still get it if you put the time in. An update, I finally hit Challenger. Pumped. Hit Challenger this today. I'm on some of the later servers, like I think I'm on server 66, Helter Skelter 2, and it takes me a long fucking time to find a match. It's really, really annoying. Like, when I'm playing the matches for the past 2 or 3 days, usually I'm reading Tokyo Ghoul manga right now, and I think I mentioned it in another video. It's the first manga I've ever read. I absolutely love the series. And while I was waiting for a match, I would be able to read like 1 entire chapter, sometimes even 2 or 3 chapters before I found a match. That's how long matches were. It'd take a hell of a long time to find it. So I'm glad that I finally got Challenger. I purchased the Ayato shards. I bought the Kaya ones because I maxed out. Her skills are all maxed out right now as far as she can go, at least, and I got her fame to 3. So I have not. I think I got 14. Yeah, I got 14 in my bag. Let's see if I can get one more from Ghoul Expulsion, because if I can, I might spend the 200 diamonds and get it. Oh yeah, if we kill a level 12 boss, which I think we will be able to. But the good news is, if you come down, you see I've got 75 I guess it doesn't show you when you click on it, but I've got 75 out of 80 Ayato shards. I'm very glad that I did not pull for him in the time limited draw. Once I seen that you can get him in PvP, I was not going to. On average, I've been getting about 30 of his shards every week, sometimes 40, depending on how quick I can get to Challenger. I got to Challenger last week, I got to Challenger this week. And at the end of the first season, I think they sent me 10 Ayato shards, I think. I don't remember what I was. Actually, this is technically the third season because there was the short, like, 3-day season, I think. I think I got 10 for that. And then I think I got to Diamond during the first 3-day season. I got to like 500-ish points, whatever that is. I think it's about Diamond. And then this season, last season, I got to like, I was at 986 because they sent me back the compensation and they gave me like an extra 200 and something points. I got to about 720 and then they gave me back the points, so I was all the way up to like 986. It doesn't really matter, but on top of that, they gave me 20 Ayato shards. I don't know how many you get per week at the end of reset, if you get any at all. Like if you make it into bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, because I have gotten Challenger every season. Besides the first one I did, I think I was diamond. I got to the first one, the first season. So diamond you get 10, Challenger you get 20. That's what they gave me, 20. I don't know how many you get for these ones, so if you do know, let me know in the comments if you get any at all, and if you do, how many, and what league you're in. That would be helpful to know. If you guys want to see some tips in PvP, I can tell you, or I can make a video of it. I know a lot of people are mad that the PvP system, like you can get matched up with people whose RC is way higher than you or way lower than you. But to be honest, out of everybody I faced on here, Shadow Form, this guy's got like an R, even though he's level 70, I'm pretty sure his RC is like 650 or 680,000. I can beat every single person I faced. I think I've only lost 3 times out of the whole 3 seasons. He did beat me. My average with him is like 6-1. He beat me once today. It was pretty annoying because I lost 12 points, but for the most part, I could beat everybody, whether their RC is close to mine. I think the highest I beat somebody is they had like 150,000 RC higher than me. I know if you're on some of the earlier servers, your RC is going to be crazy. Like they could have 500,000 or even 1 million higher than you. And if that's the case, I doubt you'll be able to beat them. But if they're around the same level as you and they just have more fame to up their team RC, or if they're relatively close to you in RC, I can make a video showing you what characters I use and how I play those characters to win the games. Because like I said, I rarely lose. I can tell you the pick process and everything and give you some tips. So I wouldn't say that I'm the best at the game, but I would say that I'm definitely above average, and I definitely think I could help out some people to help you get to Diamond or Challenger. So just let me know in the comments. Yeah, I think that's it. It's going to be definitely a shorter video. I just wanted to get my thoughts on everything that's been going on with it. Don't forget, if these don't reset, then disregard everything. I agree, it's a bullshit event and it needs to be changed, but I definitely encourage you to wait it out to see what happens, because if it's not possible to get the 60, then they're going to have to respond. So yeah, don't forget to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.